This is a special edition. We're doing a special series of episodes here where I'm introducing you to some incredible people because they're all a part of a compilation book that my partner Jake Fowler and I put together called Hunger for the Hustle. And we are interviewing all of the authors. So you get a chance, a little bit of an insight into how brilliant and amazing these people are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special episode of the Marketing Wizards Inner Circle. My name is Michael Bridgman, but you already knew that. And today I have with me another incredible, dynamic, and brilliant author from our compilation book to be released on December the 3rd, Hunger for the Hustle. The author I have with you today is phenomenal, my friends. She is an incredible human being. Her story is an amazing one, which takes us from the pavement of the church parking lot all the way to success. So it's an incredible tale. I think you're going to absolutely love it. But here to tell us more about her chapter, what it's all about, is the incredible Miss Lori Bruton. Welcome to the show, Lori.
Thank you. Actually, Lori Bruton.
Bruton.
Brewing a ton of coffee is how I like to explain the pronunciation. So
okay, there we go. Hey, I can get on board with that. Brewing a ton of coffee. Lovely. Okay. So, Lori, tell us a little bit about what your chapter covers, because you've got an incredible life story. And of course, one chapter in one compilation book can't cover all of it, but you do give us some really cool snippets and insights into that tale. So tell us a little bit about your story and give us an appetizer.
Okay. Well, first of all, it's definitely raw and real, just kind of like I showed up today. And it all started with being interviewed by Les Brown when he asked me, what's a defining moment in your life where after that, nothing was ever the same?
Right.
And what came to mind was that moment of total, just breakdown in that church parking lot. And it ended up being the result of things I buried most of my life that I didn't even know that they were there. So,
didn't even know they were haunting you and dragging you down.
Right.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there it is, crash and burn, and found myself at the lowest point ever in my life. So that,
absolutely.
And then from there, because I don't want to leave people down in the dirt and the pavement, right? So
yeah.
to then show how, I was able to get up and use coping skills and take myself from breakdown to breakthrough. And then I ended up writing a whole book. So this is just one snippet of that part of my story. And then where I went from there, like what got me to that point, and then what got me beyond that point.
I love it. Lori. And now you've had an incredible journey. That part of the point in your life was, as you put it, you're on the pavement, and people are going to have to read the chapter to know all the details, but that was the proverbial rock bottom literally for you, right?
Yeah.
But now you've achieved some amazing things in your life. You've written a book, and it's an incredible book. So tell us a little bit about what your journey has been like over the last few years and where you're at these days.
So then I have taken that, what I call the Lori factor, and lived that, and I show other people how to live that way. I didn't know if you want me to highlight what exactly that means or what it stands for.
No, I think they got to pick up the book to get those pieces. They got to grab the book to pick up those pieces.
Definitely. Yeah. So there was
fabulous. Okay. And so in looking at your chapter here, Lori, and thinking about it, what do you hope somebody really gleans out of it? What do you hope is a kernel of wisdom or some inspiration that they can take from your chapter after they read it?
Well, to know no matter how low a point you get in your life, you don't have to stay there, and that there's hope. So if I had to say one word, hope, but beyond that is to have the faith and belief that you can make it out of there, that then you can have the life you were born to live, and to show them, how maybe that can happen for them. So in a nutshell, I'd say I want this message in this book to help save lives and change lives.
Love it. I love it. And I think that's, it's one of those things, Lori, where we put our stories out there. We share our struggle. And I mean, we all, I think to a certain degree, are really hoping that there's a small increment of spark, there's a small increment of momentum that we can give to somebody else, right? My hope was when somebody picks up this book and they read your story, they get into action. They actually start to go, okay, Lori was in this really tough spot. She took these steps. She put the Lori factor into place. And now she's got a phenomenal book out in the marketplace. She's building her business. She's doing what it is that she wants to do. All I need is that kickstart in the pants to really get me back into the ball game, right? So I think that's when I know. I mean, I've read your chapter several times, and when I read it, that's one of the big parts for me too. Is that all they have to do is get back into movement, get back into progress towards those objectives to really start building an incredible level of momentum. So I love that. I love it.
Yes, and to know it's never too late. It's never too late, no matter where you are in your life. Like you said, there's always that choice to get back into action, no matter what's happened or where you're at the moment.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you use the word choice, right? It is a choice. To stay stuck is a choice. To get into action is a choice.
Yes.
And a lot of people feel like they don't have a choice, but deep down they really do. Like they're choosing to stay in inertia, or to stay stuck, or to stay in pain or frustrated, right? Or they can get into action and movement. It doesn't mean that some of those pains go away. But I'll tell you right now, having run multiple marathons in my life, the hardest part is getting back into running when you've stopped for a while. The hardest part, even on a marathon, is stopping and then restarting your body 2.5 hours in when you have to use the washroom or anything like that. Like, getting back into movement is the toughest thing, because once you're moving, you're pretty much focused on the destination. So I love it. Okay, so now if you want to read Lori's chapter and find out the incredible tale of why she was on the parking lot pavement in this church and what she did to get out of that terrible, terrible state she found herself in, then you got to pick up the book, my friends. You got to buy Hunger for the Hustle, and you can do that this December the 3rd. And to find out more about our really phenomenal launch event, you can click the link below in the description here. You will see a link to go and join our exclusive launch party Facebook group. Lori is in that group. I'm in that group, and the 26 other authors, in conjunction with a whole bunch of other people, are all in that group. You can join us. You can chat with the authors. They're going to be dropping some awesome wisdom bombs and value inside that group as well. So join us in that exclusive Facebook group where you find out all the launch details. Once again, click the link down below. You can go join the Facebook group. And my final question to you, Miss Lori, is why are you excited to be a part of this book? What are you hoping it achieves, and what jazzed you about this project?
Well, I love that it leads to success, whatever that looks like for each person, and that it will get out into more hands of people who need to read these stories and let it impact their lives, not just read it and set it aside and say, oh, that was a nice story, but to really, for more impact and exposure to help more people.
I love it, Lori. Thank you so much. Lori, I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I know our audience got value from you joining me today. And once again, if you want to get your hands on Lori's story and the 27 other phenomenal tales that are in this book, click the link below, join the Facebook group. You can find the book on December the 3rd at a crazy, crazy good price, plus a bunch of other gifts and bonuses we've thrown in there when you buy it that day. Help us reach bestseller status is what I'm going to put out there. And once again, that link is down below. Join the Facebook group. And until next time, my friends, I have been Michael Bridgman. She has been Lori Bruton. Yeah, no, yes. Did I get it? No.
Bruton.
Bruton. God, I did it again. Bruton. Lori Bruton. And you, my friends, have been awesome. So go out there, enchant your audience, cast a spell, and create great marketing, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been an episode of Marketing Wizards Inner Circle. Ciao for now.